Hi guys, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on your location. Guys, please come right in, let us start, okay? Today's video is going to be exceptional, honestly. It's going to be quite different from what you've known before now. Meanwhile, I'm so super sorry for any inconveniences that I might have, caused a lot of us here. You know that before now, my channel was all about folk tales, right? But as time goes on, life changes. So today, guys, welcome. How are you doing? Please do well to tell us where you're joining from, okay? I'm hosting you live all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. Be kind enough to double tap your screen, right? So today we are going to talk about different businesses one can actually venture into one can actually venture into with as little as you understand. Nowadays is not like every other years that everyone can or anyone can just stay at home doing nothing. No, these days bills are choking. Honestly, bills are choking. Even your one-time business or one job is no longer enough to even foot your bills, not to talk of taking care of your family, most especially if you are a family man or woman, right? So no one stays at home these days. You must and you have to go into one or two businesses in order to keep life afloat, in order to keep balancing up with life itself. So in case you're confused on maybe you already have a job you're doing and maybe you want to add an additional source of income to your elbow, there are some businesses that you can actually venture into with little money, you understand, and as time goes on profit will start coming in. Guys, welcome, let's welcome, okay? So we are going to look at 15 profitable business that you can venture into in 2025. And I promise you, if you stay to the end of this video, I'm going to give you an additional tips. Yes, there is an additional tips which like you can't even afford to miss. So do what to stay to the end of this video. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, all right? And also your double tap your screen to give this video a thumbs up, all right? So one of the first business that one can actually start or venture into with as little money as you can is a small scale poultry business. Is a small scale poultry business. You and I knows what poultry business is all about. There are various or there are many poultry business you can venture into, right? You can go into rearing of chicken, right? And if you are interested or if you want to go into rearing of chicken, you understand, you can actually start small. It's not a must that you can use a whole millions of money for you to start a chicken business. No, you understand, you can go into the market, survey the market, get to know, the breeds of chicks. You know what I mean by chicks, all those baby chicken. You understand, enter the market, make your inquiries, price how much they are selling, all those breeds of chicks. You understand, you can get maybe 100 for a start, you can get 100 chicks for a start. Then come into your house or into, I don't know, wherever you are living. If you have enough space, you can just create a cage where you can keep them, right? So you can start rearing at least 100 pieces or 50 pieces for a start, right? And as you're rearing this chicken, there are things that you need to put into place, right? Your environment. Make sure that your environment is conducive for those chicks to thrive and survive, right? Because if you start rearing your chicks in a dirty and unhealthy environment, trust me, those chicks are going to die off even before you know it. So do well to make sure that your environment is conducive enough, just like you that is human being. Guys, please give this video a thumbs up, all right? Just like you and I, that we are all human beings, right? Wherever environment you find yourself in, it must be clean. You should also extend that to that those chicks you are rearing. So getting that 50 chicks at once, you can start rearing from 50 pieces of chicks. Now get their feeders. You know what I mean? Their feeders, their food, chicks feeds, right? Get their feeders. You understand? You can go into the market. At least I know that you can get um cheap ones, right? And start feeding your chicks. Then also make available their water, and make sure that the water you feed your chicks are healthy water. Once in a while, you can add all these their vitamins that helps them to, that helps their immune system to stay stronger, right? That is just that. Then also build their houses, or wherever that you are rearing them. And once in a while, in fact daily, on a daily basis, make sure to clean up their mess. You know how chicks can you know how they do their things. They tend to mess up the whole place with their poop and all of that. So you must always clean up their environment, clean up their poop, change their water at interval, change it all the time, so that whatever they take into their immune system, that they are still young, so that they don't die off before what is it called, untimely. Then another form of poultry farming can actually go into is, you can actually rear goats. Yes, you can rear goats. I know my mom and my grandmother, while growing up, if you come to my compound, you will see breeds of goats, like many and different species of goats. Do you understand? So she used something as a fence in order to cover up the place where her goats are being kept, so that they don't get to escape, or all of those things. So she had, or she was rearing goats right from when I was growing up. Aside from the fact that she's a farmer, she also rears goats. You understand? Goats are also profitable in Nigeria. You understand? You can imagine, you get maybe two male goats and two female goats, and as they mate and procreate, they tend to have more children. And the more the merrier, right? So as they are giving birth to those children, as they are growing, those children will also be procreating as well. You understand? And as you're doing these things, time comes when people will start demanding that they want to buy it. Let's assume a baby goat that you bought for maybe 50,000 naira or 100,000 naira now, in the next 2 years or a year to come, when those goats start giving birth, you can resell those goats and make as many profits as you can. Likewise, chicken. You understand? When you start rearing these chicken, sorry, I digressed. I forgot that part. When you start rearing this chicken, and those chickens start growing, they start laying eggs. You know how much eggs cost in the market now? Eggs cost fortune in the market now. So as you're rearing those chicken and they are, producing and laying of eggs, you can equally sell those eggs and even make profits. You see, aside the fact that you are selling chicken, you understand? Because a time will come when those some of those eggs will hatch, right? You start training the chicks that just hatched, and as they are growing, you are selling the eggs. So imagine an additional income from selling of eggs. And during some festive periods, or a lot of person that eats chicken on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, they comes to your farm feed, your farm settlement, in order to get maybe they want to buy chicken, and all of that. Or you yourself, you can actually take those chicken to the market and sell them. You understand? Selling them, you're making money, and you still have some other chicken left that are laying eggs and all of that. So you see, rearing of chicken has a lot of profits in it. Likewise, rearing of goats. Now, my mom, during that period, whenever her goat gives birth to children, people comes to buy those babies. But that time, money still have value. That period, you can imagine when my mom sells two goats at the rate of then 10,000 naira, or 15,000 naira. You know how much gain she makes when she sell like 3 to 5 goats under a month, or depending. You understand? So you see, rearing of what is it called, poultry farming, gives a lot of money. There are other ways actually that you can even go into this poultry farming. A lot of person rear pigs. These pigs, there are people that eats pig, and you understand. So if you venture into pig poultry farming, it is also one of the profitable business that one can actually venture into. I don't know much about rearing of pigs, but then I know that pigs cost a lot of money. Do you understand? So don't underestimate the power of poultry. There are a lot of work actually that is involved in poultry when it comes to poultry. Yes, there is a lot of work involved in it. So all you need to do is to give it your own time, give it your best, and do well to take care of all those poultries. Because if you don't take care of them, truth of the matter is, time will come when some of them will fall sick. Some of them will start suffering from one flu or the other. And from then, some of them will start dying off. But if you take care of these poultries properly, nothing happens to them, right? That is for poultry farming. Then another profitable business that one can venture into in Nigeria, or a talent you wish to add. Okay, sorry guys. Another business you can also venture into in 2025 is, what is it called? Car wash. You understand? Sorry guys. If you venture into car washing business, car washing business is one of the um sorry guys, something is popping up on my screen. Let me tidy it up. So sorry, so sorry. All right. So, like I said, I don't know what's wrong, but network is beginning to fluctuate me. So, one of another business you can actually venture into in 2025 is car wash business. Car washing business. Guys, sometimes we think or we see some things as they are cheap. We see some businesses like they are not worth it. But truth of the matter is, if you dedicate your timing and everything into a particular business, trust me, you're going to scale through. You see these cars, a lot of individuals has cars. A lot of persons don't even have time to wash or maintain their cars. So you can imagine yourself going into car wash with, sometimes you don't even need any capital to start car wash business. You don't need any capital to start a car wash business. Even if you need capital to start a car wash business, sometimes it might not even be up to 10,000 naira. Now, why did I say 10,000 naira? If you want to start a car wash business, maybe per car you wash, maybe depending on the individual car, you can wash a car and maybe you charge them as high as maybe 1,000 or 1,000 something. I don't know, depending on how much you want to charge. You understand? So there are ways you can start this car wash business. You can have an open place. Maybe you can rent an open place. You understand? Put your banner there. Put the banner of your car wash business, the name and the logo, and also your contact. You understand? Or you can actually be doing this car business. Maybe you are going from house to house. You understand? Sometimes a lot of person will call you. Okay, please, I want to wash my car. Can you come to my house? That is home service. And you know that home service charges high, even more than the regular. Maybe the person comes to your shop. You understand? So washing of car is very, very profitable. You don't even need much capital. All you need is maybe some money or some capital to buy detergent, then a towel. You understand? Detergent and towel. These are the things you need for you to start a car business. And if you're the type that washes car very well, trust me, people will be calling on you at all time for you to wash their cars. So you can start going for home service to wash people's car. You can go to offices to wash the companies and all of that. You can open an open place and start your car wash business. Car washing business is very, very profitable. I know a friend of mine that that was 2020. when she graduated, sorry, he graduated 2019, then come 2020 when COVID came. That period, a lot of businesses were shut down and all of that. And she has not gotten work then. You know what this guy does? This guy went into car washing business. Every day, there is no each passing day that maybe two or three persons doesn't call him to wash his or car or her car. And you know how much he charges these people? At the end of the day, she makes her money. Sorry, he makes his money. You see, you don't even need to start like to open any shop. All you need is just make sure that your phone is active for people to reach you. So you see, there is no much capital involved in car washing business. And before 2020, COVID was over, this guy already have enough savings. Then come 2021, he went into shoe business, courtesy of the money he saved in his car washing business. So you see, car washing is very, very profitable if only you can strategize and put yourself ahead and position yourself. That way you're going to scale through in this business. So another business that one can actually venture into in 2025 with less capital is event planning and decoration. Hmm. Nowadays, I trust my ladies. They are not dulling. If you go to a lot of places today, go to the internet, you will see a lot of ladies in event planning and decoration. There was this girl in my area. She finished secondary school. I think she was 15 or 16 years when she finished secondary school. And she told her mom that she want to go into event planning and decoration. Decoration like mostly. And the mom was like, okay, instead of you to stay at home wandering around, you can go and learn. Go and learn how to decorate so that as you're waiting for your to go into higher institution, you can be using this as a side hustle in order to save up money. And this girl went into training. She went into 6 months training of learning how to decorate. You understand? When it comes to decoration, a wedding is there, birthday is there, burial is there, some functions are there. So people tends to call you. Now, this girl went into this training, and after 6 months, she perfected everything. She perfected everything. When I say everything, if you see the decoration these girls handle, you will marvel. If you go to her social media handle, you're going to see beautiful designs of decoration, courtesy of what? This is what she wants to do. She doesn't want to stay idle, waiting for her parents to, keep giving her monthly or daily allowances. No. So you can go into event planning. You can plan people's birthday. A lot of persons don't even have time. You understand? A lot of person doesn't have time. A lot of them, you will see them looking for who to call that will plan their birthday. Sometimes wedding comes up. A lot of persons, all these individuals that high and mighty, they're not the one that does their planning. They invite an event planner, and you know how much you can charge from planning an event. It is very, very huge. Or am I even talking about that? What about burial? If you go to some burial places today, come and see decoration. Is it traditional marriage? Hi, please give me a like, okay? Double tap your screen. How are you doing? MHMDMD. How are you? Please give me a like, okay? Double tap your screen for me. Thank you. How are you doing? So you see, event planning and decoration is very, very profitable. MH MHMDM, where are you joining me from? Can I know in the comment section? Tell me where you're joining me from so that I can give you a kiss. Welcome. Much capital for you to start an event planning and decoration. All you need is your daily, some little amount of money for transportation. You understand? You need your smartphone in order for you to promote it online. You understand? Don't. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. I love you. Thank you very much. So you only need your smartphone in order for you to, promote your business online, and also some capital, just little capital in case of transportation, in case you get, calls from people for you to come for a job and all of that. So that is it. Then another business that one can actually go into is an online freelancing. online freelancing. You know what I mean by online freelancing? You can start writing script for people. Actually, honestly, you can start writing script for people. When I started my storytelling channel, one person chatted me up one time and was like, can I be your script writer? Like, can I be writing script for you while you pay me money? And I was like, don't worry, I can write my own script. You see, I don't know how many